After the fiasco of Deviri Paradox due in winter 2022, releasing in April of 2023, the, let's call it Space at Tennocon 2023, and their attempt at a 10-year anniversary that had 5 weeks of nothing right in the middle of it, they honestly think this is news worthy. It's really not. But nonetheless, there is one reason to get hyped for Tennocon 2024. They have marked the date, July 19th and 20th. That's kind of a surprise. Instead of it being one day, it's going to be spread over 2? This is kind of the first time they have done this. It is, of course, going to be in London, Ontario, Canada, at the RBC place. In London? Would that be London, Ontario by any chance? Kind of don't really need to put that there. Unless, of course, you put the building first. But never mind. The big reason that this is even noteworthy is simply down to one reason and one reason alone. Warframe 1999 is quite possibly going to be their big update at the end of 2024, because it kind of ends with them saying coming next year. Doesn't mean that it's going to be their winter update next year. They may release it a little bit earlier. It would make sense to release it earlier, because this releasing things right before they disappear for a week has blown up in their face twice previously, and could possibly happen again depending on what happens tomorrow. Well, tonight, actually, at the Game Awards, and if they decide to launch Whispers in the Walls or not. It is coming in December. It's pretty much got to be at cert and everything else if they are willing to commit to a release date that they will be announcing tonight. That, of course, will be the next video, depending what time during the Game Awards they actually decide to announce it. I ain't staying up forever waiting for them to hopefully release the update, but just give us a new trailer and a release date, because the merch side of things that they're kind of trying to push, they can keep that. The whole Tennocon 2024, they do turn around and say, my favourite part of all of this, the ongoing and overwhelming success of Tennocon has allowed us to add an additional date to the Warframe's premier annual event. I'm sorry, their premier annual event should be the update of the game, not Tennocon. They're putting a lot of eggs in the basket of Tennocon this year, which makes me think they're going to launch Soulframe at Tennocon next year. That is a possibility, because we don't know how that's going, but with cross-save and everything else that is supposed to be coming, starting to come this month, okay. Digital Extreme are willing to admit they think Warframe will still be around in July of 2024. If Whispers in the Walls launches and they go on holiday for 2 weeks and leave it broken like they did the Empyrean update, that their player base plummeted right after, and the New War, where their player base, it didn't plummet. There is people playing the game and nobody playing the game, and theirs was worse than both of those. The New War was crippling to Digital Extreme when it comes to how many people were playing Warframe. For the first 2 hours it was live, there was a lot of people, and then that 6-hour quest kicked everybody's butt and nobody played it after that. That is mainly down to the fact that they went on holiday and left it broken. If they do it again this year, will Warframe last until Tennocon, July 19th and 20th? Well, only time will tell. But hopefully it lasts long enough for them to get Warframe 1999 out the door at least, because that, I'm really looking forward to playing as Hayden Tenno again. It has been way, way too long. He's never actually been introduced into the Warframe timeline, but he's coming. And hopefully Tennocon 2024, ooh, gives me shivers thinking of just how much they can show there of what is going to be coming and where Warframe's new storyline is heading. Of course, that will also be answered after Whispers in the Walls releases, more than likely What's the date next Wednesday? 13th? I'd like to say it released on the 7th, but more than likely it'll be the 13th, but it's just guesswork. But anyway, Tennocon 2024. The date has been locked in for next year. 19th and 20th of July. A 2-day event. Are they going to have a lot of new things to show that's going to take 2 days to do? Well, we'll find out then. Until then, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and fingers crossed very soon they're going to announce when Whispers in the Walls comes out. That, of course, will be the next video, so see you then.